Hello everyone and welcome. The first thing we do in preparing this cake is to bake 2 crispy crusts. The crusts are made from puff pastry. You can buy it fresh, or you can buy the frozen block of dough that you thaw and roll out. Roll it out on a surface slightly larger than your baking sheet where you will place the cake. This is how you work with the bottom crust, while we will cut the top crust into squares. This dough is a bit sticky, so I sprinkle it with flour. And you will do this when you roll out the frozen block of dough. I've already rolled out the bottom crust here. I don't want to bother you with that. So I will roll out this top one and cut it into squares. It's a bit larger, but as it bakes, it will shrink. While I do this, the oven has been preheating to 200 degrees Celsius. And first, I take this bottom crust to bake. In about 10 to 15 minutes, this crust is done. It depends on how strong your stove is. And now we will place these on the baking sheet. Now we take this crust to bake. We leave this crust to cool, and over time it will also settle. These little pillows of ours are also done. See how fine they are, how nicely they have risen. We leave them to cool as well. Now take a baking sheet like this and measure how much you need to cut off. It's convenient for me that the edges are sharp, so I can press them nicely. If you can't, just cut it with a knife. Feel free to press like this. Next, we prepare cherry jelly. We need 450 grams of cherries, which we will grind, whether they are frozen, from compote, or fresh. Place the ground cherries in a pot in which they will be cooked. Then add 200 grams of sugar and 200 milliliters of water. Mix all of this and bring it to the fire to boil. 2 raspberry-flavored puddings we put in a smaller pot. Then add 1 tablespoon of flour and pour in 100 milliliters of water. We will cook this mixture when the cherries, sugar, and water boil on the fire. Here it slowly starts to boil for us. And now we will cook this pudding. Immediately stir and do not go anywhere because this will thicken quickly. After a few minutes, the jelly should look like this. When it is this thick, we take it off the heat. As soon as we take it off the heat, we pour the jelly over the crust. We spread it a little and let it set. More precisely, so that the crust catches from the top, so that we can put the vanilla cream over it. We need 1 liter of milk and 200 milliliters of water. I will pour about 800 milliliters into the pot. I will leave this part. And to that I will add 200 milliliters of water. And now I bring it to the heat to boil. Here I have 160 grams or 4 packets of vanilla pudding. And to that I will add between 200 and 250 grams of sugar. And now I will add that milk which I previously set aside. Of course, now we take a whisk and mix everything together. Then we take 2 packets or 20 grams of gelatin. Put it in a slightly larger bowl. Do not let it be too small. Then pour 50 milliliters of water over it. And now we mix it all and let it sit. Just before the milk boils, we cook the pudding. When the pudding is cooked, it should look like this, and now we take it off the heat. As soon as we take it off the heat, we add 100 grams of butter to the pudding. When the butter has melted, the pudding looks like this. Into this gelatin so that it melts from the heat. Here, see? We stir the pudding again because it has been sitting for a while so it doesn't form a skin. Now we will pour this whipped gelatin into the pudding. Then we mix everything again. Once everything is combined, we pour in 500 milliliters of sweetened whipped cream. And now we mix everything together until it is completely combined. In the end, everything looks like this. See how nice it is? Oh, how I love these creamy things. Over the cherry filling that has just set, we pour the vanilla pudding. Now we just smooth it out like this. Very quick and simple. Then we assemble these parts. The question now is, I succeeded. And here it is, just right. And now I'm taking it to cool and I can't wait to try it.